Hi there, my name is Angelica, and I'm going to be channeling for you today a message from Thoth, the Egyptian deity, and from Hermes Trismegistus. And I'm pretty sure that the topic today is on the subject of our pets, why they come into our lives in the first place, why they leave, why some get lost, some never found, some do get found, and whether they're coming with us to the new earth or what that will look like. So that's my hunch on where the topic will go. I happen to own 6 pets right now. I have 2 cats that are in my old house in Arizona, and I have 2 dogs with me now, including one right here. This is a Chiquito. And I recently acquired 2 ducklings, and there's a whole story behind there, but definitely a big part of that was to try to lure and entice my 10-year-old daughter to want to spend more time here. But they were so cute. Let me see if I can. Here's one of them. Okay. So anyway, it's like a Noah's Ark in here. Okay, so this will be quite interesting, and I'm gonna pause and tap in. Okay. Your pets are not something that you purchase like a new pair of shoes to make a statement. They carry with them much responsibility. They are an extension of you. And pets of all types, even your guinea pigs, your geckos, did I say geckos? I meant your geckos, your lizards, all those exotic animals that you have decided to domesticate. All these pets are an extension of you and where you are on your life's path. They hail from the angelic realm, and they are here to support you on your journey, to help reflect back to you what you need in the moment. And they're also here to help absorb the shock and the trauma that you may be experiencing at the moment. Okay, they're asking me to use myself as an experience, to share my experience. When Angelica here first acquired and adopted both rescues, her dogs, the first was during COVID. True. And this came during a period of time when she did not anticipate her child being diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. This was simply a few months before her daughter was diagnosed, and their household life was turned upside down. And so that puppy at the time, Mr. Chiquito, they're calling him Mr. Chiquito, he entered their lives to help to offset and balance the emotions, the turmoil in the household. And her second pet, Walter, he came along in 2023, just a few months after her father's passing. True. Their timing is never a coincidence. And look now at what she shared with regard to the ducklings that you hear in the background, arriving at a time when her child is in the middle of a custody battle. Never a coincidence. And when you all think back to when you came across your pet, know that they chose you. You did not choose them. Everything is divinely orchestrated, and your pets come into your life to illuminate what you may not be aware of. Whether it is loneliness, whether it is unresolved trauma, whether it is bringing to the surface and exposing a toxic relationship. Sometimes those pets even being the recipient of abuse in a household, for there to be witnessed by members of that household. And it brings to light what perhaps those individuals had refused to see before. But when your beloved pet is a recipient of a blow, a literal physical blow or abuse, it may help to open that person's eyes, your eyes, someone else's who may be reluctant to see what's there. And for those that have deep-seated, lingering, unresolved trauma, childhood, from past lives, that cuddly cat or that talking bird may be there to provide that comfort, the company, to help soothe your tears and sadness as you process that loss. And here's what many fail to see as well. And you often see posts everywhere about lost cats, dogs. When those pets are lost, this too is no accident. Give source, all that is, some credit here. There's a divine orchestration in play. That pet may have completed their contract with you. Maybe you are ready for the next phase of your life. And those pets, that particular cuddly cat, your road dog, they may be ready to move on. And while you worry about their whereabouts and whether you'll ever see them again, know that if they find another home, that's exactly where they intended to be. That other individual who you may never know has been waiting for your pet. And if that pet's contract on this earthly realm was to be completed, then that is true too. That if your pet expires, that too was planned. You didn't cause their sickness, you didn't accelerate it. Everything is as it should be. And you may feel absolute guilt at not being able to find or track down your pet, or at having left the door opened by accident, but none of that is an accident. That door that you failed to close was meant to be open. It was there exit out of your life and an opportunity for them to find their new home. And if they were intended to return, then they will. And that their hiatus was a way to show you and appreciate the role that they have played in your life, to help you appreciate what they have been able to do for you in your time of need. And you may think back again to those times in your life when you lost a pet, or when you acquired a new pet, that they brightened up your life in a particular way. They made you see something different from a different perspective. They may have even turned your life upside down as you adjusted to their new presence, right? When you think about a new puppy or ducklings, all this is intentional. It's meant to shake you up out of your routine as well. Now, also on the minds of many of you is what happens to your pets in the new earth. And there are many theories out there, and this is what we will share. That, again, with the anticipated earth split, and with the awareness that all of you, even if you're on track for ascension, may end up in very different versions of New Earth. And pets, like human souls, are multidimensional. And you will see the version of your pet that you are intended to have with you, if they are intended to go with you at all. That pet, again, as in this earthly life, may have completed their contract with you, and you no longer need each other in the moment. And so in the new earth, your pets may look different. This channel here has been told that Chiquito here is going to be a blue bird for some reason. That is true. I have been told that in the new earth, my pet is gonna look very different. And just know that there will be some transformations, some different versions of your pets based on what that pet desires, what's most appropriate for you in your new life, and what you need at the moment. So yes, there will be some reshuffling of pets, but they just know that they always go to and accompany whoever they were meant to. And something I'm being reminded to share here is that my other pet, Walter, the dog, another dog, that in his past life, he was my sister's female dog, Nikita. And yeah, so pets' lives are shorter. They have shorter lifespans, and even in each life, your pet may come back multiple times with you, a friend, a neighbor, somebody completely in a different country. And that is true too of the new earth, that your pets also like to explore different experiences, just like you before your human incarnation have certain goals you wish to accomplish in this lifetime. Your pets also sit down and map out what they wish to experience. And once that's happened, they too have the right to select a new experience. So if you love them enough, let them free. So whenever pets are gone from our lives, whether they pass or are lost, know that it's exactly playing out as it should be. And I leave you with that. I think that feels like a closure there. So okay, hope you found that helpful. I was kind of reacting in my head while I was trying to channel as well, so I found that super interesting. I hope that was helpful to you as you think about your little furry animals and your fur babies. Take care, and thank you for any comments you wish to leave.